Kitty Cat Cookie Company.
Hi everyone, my name is Chris,
And I'm Finley.
and this is the second week of Finley's latest summer business. This summer, each week we look at stocks that she's tracking in her portfolio, and also a simulation of a business called
Kitty Cat Cookie Company.
That's right, where 4 kitty cats of different financial personality types are spending monies in different ways, and we're tracking them as well. But first we're going to talk about the stocks. So last week, Finley picked 5 stocks from things that she knew about, and she, we're not actually purchasing the stock, we're just sort of doing a simulation, but we tracked the prices, and this week we looked at the new prices, and we also looked at news, right? Mm-hmm. So why don't you first tell everyone the 5 stocks that you are tracking?
So, number 1 is Roblox, number 2 is McDonald's, number 3 is Disney, number 4 is Amazon, and number 5 is Target.
Okay, so those are her 5. So Roblox is a game that she plays a lot, right? We eat at McDonald's a lot, more than we should. Disney, Amazon, Target, etc. Things that she really understands. And we also look at news. So let me bring up the computer and come around this way. So what are we doing here, Finley, for news?
For the news, we're seeing what updated or what has happened with the company then, so that we can learn like what happened and what's good news and bad news and stuff.
And why does it matter in this case if the news is good or bad?
Because if it's bad or good, it'll impact how much money they make.
Mm-hmm.
If it's bad, then the money they make will go down, and if it's good, then the money they make will go up.
That's right. So and she's talking about the price of the stock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes the news being good or bad does reflect whether or not they're going to make more or less money, which reflects the stock. Okay, so we're going to hit a couple examples here. Roblox. Did you find they had what kind of news?
They had okay news.
Okay.
Because they had Grow a Garden, which was very popular. And they also had the Roblox game down a bit, so that's why we put okay news.
Oh yeah, it was actually out of service for a week, so it has to hit their income. Okay. What about McDonald's?
McDonald's was overall good news, except for because there's a boycott or whatever it's called. That was going to happen, but overall good news because they have like a roll-up thingy.
Some new snack that they're bringing back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they also have this like chocolate sundae McFlurry, and they have Krispy Kreme donuts that they're gonna bring in by 2026.
Mm-hmm.
2026.
That's right. And just for the record, it's the middle of 2025 right now, so some pretty long-term news, which Finley understands companies that big sometimes have to plan that far out. Okay, so why don't we just give some updates quickly on the other companies, just good, mediocre, whatever you got there.
Okay. For Disney, we have good news, and for Amazon, we have mixed news. And for Target, we have no exciting news. We couldn't find anything interesting for Target.
That's okay, it's just been a week. Okay, so let's quickly look at their stocks. Come around here for a minute and we can see what the stocks are looking like. So this is Finley's sheet where all of the companies are. That was, she's actually acting like she's spending $50 on all of them. There's the starting price, and then here's today's prices. And Finley, what do you notice about just each of these real quick?
Each of them are close to the other ones.
That's right.
That are next to it.
Yeah, so we didn't have anything big. So Roblox went up a little bit, McDonald's kind of dropped a little bit, right? It's like $14 or something. But the rest of them almost spot on. Disney's about the same. Amazon about the same. And what is that one, Finley?
Target.
Also right the same. So, we looked at the last 5 days and kind of went up and down, but really kind of landed about the same. So, okay. So that's the stock portion. Now we're going to move over to the business simulation, okay? With our 4 kitty cats. And come back in just for a minute and we'll quickly remind you of their personalities. So we got Spendy, who spends all her money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Savey, what does she do?
She saves all her money.
Mm-hmm. Stocky.
She buys little pieces of stocks.
That's right. And then Owny.
And she owns the kitty cat cookie company business.
Excellent. That's right. So each one of them has different habits. So Spendy last week, what'd she buy?
Spendy, she bought a motorcycle last week.
What about this week?
$25. That does not even make sense.
We are working at a scale that Finley can do the math on, so that's $25. Okay. And what about this week? Oh, this year. This is year 2.
This year she bought a boat.
Ooh, she bought a boat. That's a big toy. Okay. So come around for a minute. We'll show you how that worked. So Finley, kind of walk us through each one of these, okay? So she ended the year with how much money from last year?
$105.
Okay, so she started at 100. She spent a whole bunch of stuff, expenses, and here's her purchase of the motorcycle, and she's at 105. So she started at 105 this year, and then how much did she make?
She made $110.
Okay, how much did she spend on regular living stuff?
She spent $70.
And there's that boat, right?
Yeah, $55.
Okay, so her savings is now at
$90.
$90. So she's got a motorcycle, a boat, and $90. Okie dokie. What about saving? Now, what did she do?
Since in year 1 we ended with $130.
Yep.
We started with that in year 2,
Okay.
and she earned $110 just like Spendy.
Mm-hmm.
And for the electricity and expenses and stuff, she spent $70.
Okay.
And she didn't spend her money on the extra fun stuff because, like, she likes to save for me.
Yeah.
And so we got $170.
So pretty good. She started out the first year with $100 in savings, made it to $130. Now she's up to $170. So she's doing okay. I will save you, right? Okay, who's next on our list?
Stocky.
Okay. Can you walk us through what Stocky did here?
In year 1, the Stocky ended with $85. So
Okay.
we start with year 2.
And cash.
$85.
And how much did she have in stock?
For the ending stock, we had $45.
Okay.
And she earned $110, just like the rest of them, and spent $70 on the expenses, and didn't spend any money on the extra fun things.
Okay.
$55 she invested in stocks.
Stock, that's right.
So
That lady right down there.
she now has $70.
So $70 in savings. And down here we did the same thing with stock. So she had 45 from last year, yeah? How much did it grow?
It grew a good amount.
Like about $10 here, yeah? So not bad for a year. And then she put her extra $55 in there, and what did she end up with?
She ended up with
Stock.
she ended up with 110 stock stuff.
So right now she's got $70 in cash and 110 in stock. Okay. Last but not least is Owny. So come around here. We'll look at Owny. Owny's got a bit of an unusual situation still. She also doesn't have the second year. She's spending all getting started on the business, right, Finn? And then down here we're tracking her loan and all that stuff. So right now she really doesn't own anything. The bank still owns that thing. And how much did she make on the business in her first year? How much did she make?
She made, on her first year, she made $0 at the...
So that's how much she had at the beginning, but how much did she actually make running the company? Remember?
Oh, 1,000. You said year 1.
Okay, so she made $1,000, and then she has $90 in expenses. Okay, did she spend money on extra fun stuff?
No.
And did she invest any more this year?
No.
Nah, she already invested $1,000. So she got $910 in cash. Okay, and this year she decided not to spend money paying back the loan, so she's going to still end up with no ownership in the bank. She didn't like the fact she had no cash, so we'll see her being more active next year. All right, that's the update on our Kitty Cat Cookie Company and on Finley's stock portfolio. Bye.
Bye.
Kitty Cat Cookie Company.